Hi there, I'm Claudio, and I have this Hyperdrive, a USB-C hub for MacBook Pro that I'm gonna put it to the test before you buy it. I was so happy to get a Hyperdrive because I was looking for an alternative of carrying with me all the time all the adapters for the new MacBook Pro, and it is a very fast product and it is beautiful. It has a very beautiful design. It comes in two colors, gray and space gray. The space gray looks almost the same like the MacBook Pro space gray. The finish is not as good as the MacBook Pro because it feels more like plastic and it's very easy to scratch the paint. They will also send you a leather holder to protect it from scratches, and the device, it's so good that it was actually quite hard for us to find any issues. So we had to bring in some special tools, and we had to we didn't use these tools. We tested it for 2 weeks, and we also look at all the issues mentioned in comments for both Kickstarter and Indiegogo, but by other backers, and there were mentioned some issues that it will lose Wi-Fi connection when you have a USB Type A or sometimes a USB-C plug-in. It didn't happen to us. Another issue mentioned was that if you use an HDMI, it will stop working after 5 or 10 minutes. We play it on monitors and also on big TV 4K screens. We watch videos, we play it for hours. It looks amazing, and we didn't have an issue with disconnecting the device. Another issue mentioned was that when you charge it on the charging port, you won't be able to use a USB Type A or other ports in the same time. Again, we were able to use it with all the ports in the same time and charging. It was mentioned a couple of times, an issue with the micro SD card, that it will stop working after a while. I hope it won't happen to us after this review, but what I want to mention is that the micro SD needs to be inserted at an exactly 90 degree, and that's the correct way. It will go half in. If it's inserted even at a smaller angle difference, it will go all the way in, and it will go aside the connector, and it will be a little bit difficult to pull it out, and you might even break your micro SD card. Well, the most mentioned issue was that when you unplug the USB, or sometimes even if you move it a little bit, it will disconnect all the other devices that you have on the other ports. And because of the design of Hyperdrive, it will connect with your MacBook Pro using both USB Type-C, and the USB Type-A port is on the other side. And when you unplug it, because it is a little bit stiff, it will move the device up, and in the same time it will disconnect all the other ports. We mentioned this issue to to the company owner, and they sent us another device to test it. And in the same time, they also sent us some rubber feet, and there are from 3M. You can find them in a lot of stores. And the solution for rubber feet was because there is a small gap between the device and the table surface. It's like 1 to 2 millimeters on the left side and 4 to 5 millimeters on the right side. So with rubber feet, which look pretty much the same like your MacBook Pro rubber feet, it will have a better stability on the table. It won't move as much up and down, and also when you disconnect, when you unplug your USB Type A, sometimes we'll disconnect the device, but the percentage will be much smaller. Ideally, you should hold it with your hands. What I didn't like with the rubber feet is that if you use it on a shiny surface or like a glass desk, the device will remain stick on the table, and now even if you move your MacBook Pro a little bit, it will disconnect all the devices. So maybe for the future versions they could change the design to be in a 90-degree shape, to go like this. It won't look the same, but it could be a solution. Or if there are no issues on either of the sides, they might be able to use strong magnets to keep it in place on the USB Type A side. The device is very good, and after we test it, I would definitely buy it from the market. You can find it on their website. It's $99 for this model. They also have another model for a MacBook with only one USB Type-C connector, and they just released another model with 11 ports. The only difference is that it's using a cable connector. If you are not interested to go for this design, that might be another solution. We will provide a link below. You can also buy it from Indiegogo. It's still in demand for $79. You can look for the link below as well. They raised $3 million on both Kickstarter and Indiegogo, which also means that it's a good product. The delivery is fast, the customer support was great, so yeah, just go for it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below to let us know your feedback, or if you already own a Hyperdrive, post your experience, good or bad, for other people to know it before they buy it. You can also subscribe if you want to see more reviews of products from Indiegogo or Kickstarter before they reach the market.